What does being in the top 1% actually mean? Now, I'm going to try keep this video as raw and as unedited as possible so I can get my points across to you guys. But let's get into the first point. When you are in the top 1%, you will think differently from everyone else. Now, I say this because you will go through life and you will have your goals and dreams and aspirations because you're in the 1%. But you'll see other people make their decision to make what they'll tell you what they want to achieve in life, and you'll probably judge them or you probably disagree with them because you'd be telling yourself, "Oh, you want to go to uni and work for this company." But when you hear that being someone that is like in the top 1%, you will now realize that you don't want to work for anyone else. You want to work for yourself. You don't want to have to wake up every day in the morning to go to your job, to drive to work, to be worrying about all kinds of things of that nature. So yeah, you think differently from the people around you. Um, Another thing is you'll also have different aspirations and different goals. Like I just said, you will when you see people tell you about their goals, or when you hear people tell you about their goals, yes, you will be happy for that person, but you'll find that you don't really line up with that person, or you're not really on the same life path as that person. So you'd often find yourself alone. You'll feel alone most of the time. You'll feel misunderstood, because remember, when you're in the top 1%, that means that 99% of the other people will not agree with you or will not agree with what you're saying because you're in the top 1%. Another thing is you'll also become socially aware. You'll see patterns and things that you don't like in people, and you'll become socially aware, causing you to become you'll feel alone, you'll feel misunderstood. There'll be a point where you just stop trying with people. Obviously you'd be busy with your grind, but when you see people do whatever it is that they're doing, you'll feel misunderstood, and you won't even want to try and help people, because I would say I'm someone who thinks very differently from most people. And when I do this, there's a point where you try and help so many people, and people refuse your help, and there's a point where you just give up on them. To be honest, you just stop trying with them. You've seen what they do, and you just put your hands up and you give up. Another point I wanted to talk about is the path that you are taking will be judged.